Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Fireside. I'm here with number one rocker. We are here for day one of the Fireside Cup playoffs week, bringing you a strong matchup already. GeForce Amsterdam versus Global Clan Ice on three maps, Metalworks, Bagel, and Snakewater. How are you doing today, Mr. Rocker?
Well, as we talked to before we got into it, not the greatest day, but I'm a lot better now that I've got TF2 in front of me, and I've been looking forward to this all weekend, so I'm glad to be here and get into it. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little tired. I'm not gonna lie. I got a little bit of a headache, but I got some water next to me. I got a snack before, so hopefully we'll see that go away a little bit. But I mean, either way, I'm feeling good now that I get to cast some Team Fortress.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's about time. Finally here to the playoffs. The group stage all last week was a lot of fun, but now we're into the nitty gritty. The $750 prize pool is that much closer. 375 for the first place winners, and a pretty nice spread all the way down to fourth place. Uh, and yeah,
Yeah, it is a. I think it's. I forget the exact details. I pulled it up last time I was on the cup, though. It is a very sizable hunk of change for the
it's
top winners for each of these groups here.
it's 375 for first, 187 and 50 cents for second place, and it's like 93.14 for third and fourth place. I looked at the Liquipedia earlier, which by the way you should check that out. It's a pretty cool page. Got a lot of information on there, as well as the tournament page for this one. Don't know if there are links to that one, but yeah, both equally available and very nutritious as well as far as information
Nutritious.
as far as information is concerned. Yeah, but actually, speaking of that prize pool, we have to thank Manco.store for that. Wouldn't have been possible without them. The premier TF2 marketplace, Zach, for buying and selling items with real cash. If you type exclamation Manco Store and use our affiliate link to support both us and Manco Store when you buy TF2 items on Manco.store, it'd be greatly appreciated. Show them some love. And also, on top of it, get a little bit extra dough in your account there. Have something burn in the hole. And consider joining Fireside memberships. If you want to support us, we use the proceeds from Fireside memberships to fund future events like these and pay all the people dedicating their free time to working on the Fireside project. Typing exclamation subscribe and subscribing allows you to support us, but gives you multiple perks as shown on screen, which should be dazzling your eyes right about now. So yeah, with that out of the way, um, three maps for you. What was it? Metal, Bagel, and Snakewater if we need it against GCI and GeForce Amsterdam, which, pretty strong contender. They're going to be in advanced this season, and this is pretty much just a big lead up to the RGL season coming up, pretty sure this week. So, yeah, a lot to glean and look at and maybe see how it's going to affect the season going through. Actually, speaking of which, two of these teams have some slight roster changes, but I guess we'll get to that when we get the players in the server currently waiting. What is your prediction for this one so far? What do you make of these two teams?
Well, looking at the performance that GCI's had in their invite bracket, it hasn't been the greatest,
Eh,
but they are invite for a reason. Now,
right,
GeForce Amsterdam has basically stomped their entire group.
right. Yeah, they went about as good as the best of the invite group, so yeah, pretty strong
Yeah,
showing.
they performed very very well in their grouping, which means that I feel like honestly it. I don't know how close it will be, but I think we're gonna have like at least a 1-2 round kind of gap between the scoring. And I think for Bagel, we're absolutely gonna get a lot of double OT just because these two guys or these two teams, not these two guys, but these two teams are strong in their own right. And I think Amsterdam is gonna have to prove that they earned the right to go up against a team like GCI.
For sure, yeah. Especially when you go 5-1 in your group, that's a pretty strong indicator. And actually, we're going live here. We've sort of been chatting away. No, it's a bit of a fake out. So anyway, let's quickly run down these rosters here. Sorry, I'm struggling to find the words here.
Absolutely. 1 second. My game is absolutely imploding on me right now, so I can't tap out or anything like that.
Oh, no
to
worries.
Look at these rosters.
I will take GCI in the meantime. One of those aforementioned changes will be Pablo stepping in for Recurso, no longer on GCI. If you didn't hear it before, you heard it here first. So yeah, he's going to replace Recurso not only in this tournament, but for the upcoming season as well. So we'll see how that might shake things up. But yeah, to run them down properly, it will be Shamu and Pablo on the scouts, Kryptonite and Paul Dog on the soldiers. Sin Karma, of course, on the demo, and rounding it out on medic will be Dank.
Alrighty, and for GeForce Amsterdam, we have JT on Pocket Scout, Raygun on your Flank Scout, Fancy Sun on Roamer, Sunny on Pocket, Weeb Whacker, what a fire name, on Demo, and Noah on Med.
Did you say Sunny? Korean, right?
Or Korean, yeah. Sorry, my name thingy here is not updated.
No, it's all good. Yeah, Korean and Divine.
Korean and Divine ringing for Pocket and Med respectively, rather.
Well, respectively as well. You know, they're there. They got asked. Pretty steamed. Yeah. Oh God, don't read that in the chat.
Oh God. Oh no.
So yeah, for the prediction, I like I said to you before we got going, I'm taking a slight preference for GeForce Amsterdam. You know, that performance can't be ignored. GCI, you know, kind of a stacked invite group, but all the same, yeah, I see them taking this first map at the very least. Let's say 4-2 after 30 minutes.
4-2?
And
I
also
can get behind that.
And let's keep in mind also, we're running like a modified Unity rule set, so only one off class allowed at a time. So yeah, not a whole lot of versatility, but it will force you in a bit of a position here rolling into the first one. Take us away, Zach.
Holy moly, Fancy Sun already deep into that house there. Going to be forcing Sin Karma to back up a good bit. He's already on 28 feet. He's going to go down. Raygun going to be taking him out with a pistol, and that's going to be the steam that GCI, I believe, need, or not GCI.
Amsterdam.
GCF. Or,
GFH.
oh my God. GFH. I'm getting these like name abbreviations so mixed up. They're all 3 letters. They blend together. But that was the steam that GFH needed to push over that mid. They only needed 2 picks to completely take it, and they're already rolling all the way towards their last. Those 2 players haven't even spawned, and it's already second cap in favor of GFH. GCI going to be holding back on last here. Just regular last hold, nothing too crazy. It is even for both teams. The med did live for GCI, so interested to see in what GFH is going to try and do in terms of pushing out here.
Well, it seems like they're setting up on their one off class as engineers, so they're going to be sticking with that gun. Weebacker peeking through the shutter, taking some flak. Actually, 2 soldiers jumping in from the right. Fancy Sun and Korean going to be seeing what they can get. Gun blasting away. Fancy Sun gets a kill on the same armor, but 3 frags answered right back. Means that GCI is going to have the front foot here. Ooh, and Weebacker as well, so very unfortunate. 4 dead, still with Divine going to back out with Raygun. GCI going to successfully push back, so yeah, very nicely done. Didn't think the engineer had a whole lot to do with it, but it certainly didn't hurt, and yeah, GCI going to get their second back. Now with Uber to mid. ET up on Sniper, actually.
Pretty clean push out, but one thing to keep in mind, both teams do still have Uber here. Not one single use was called, but right as I say that, it's going to be the Force coming out. A nice little lurk play from Fancy Sun. He's going to live with it too, so now it's full ad in the hands of GFH here, and they're just probably going to be walking this straight into 2.
Yeah, it certainly seems like it. Down 1 GCI, they're just going to play for delay as long as they possibly can. And they're taking a bit of a peek in house. He's actually going to find nothing there.
Oh,
Fancy Sun clearing away. Weeb Whacker setting up some sticks. Trading damage within Karma. Fancy Sun's going to come up and catch out Sin Karma.
Ooh.
It's not the demo pick. Very unfortunate. And I think we saw that a bit during the group stage there.
Too.
And yeah, Uber popped out. Raygun leading the charge through. This is pretty aggressive. Second will be capped off here, and it'll be completely open for Raygun to hop on, but actually Paul Dog with a bit of a deny, but most soldiers going to gobble him up. Bobble up on Heavy, gunning down the soldiers as he sees Fit here. Gobbles up both of them actually, and the Heavy's running absolutely free here, with JT running circles around.
So much cap time.
And yeah, it's just going to be Divine and J-Tree. Try desperately to win this one, but no. Sin Karma going to have something to do with that after the spawn in here. Kryptonite going to jump on top of the Divine, so to Tank with full Uber advantage here. Bit of staggered spawns here. Going to see what they can get, but there should be GCI pushing out to their second.
That was a super beefed for GFH there. Not the cleanest last push ever. It almost worked out. I mean, JT getting, like, he threaded the needle a little bit and, like, slipped behind the med and demo that were holding last. Just, like, literally, like, one hammer unit behind Sin Karma, and he got a bunch of cap time. If he had stayed there, he might have been able to cap it, but he did walk off, and they did lose the last there, which is not the end of the world. JT coming up on Cypher. He's going to pick off Shamu, but Red is going to be using in. It's going to be Paul Dog bombing forward, scaring all of GFH back in through the house, and Fancy Sun is behind them in Valley, doing a high bomb, it looks like, or at least attempting to, and then landing straight down and giving instantly from Paul Dog's rockets. Oh,
and he's still alive.
Fiend. Or no, not Kryptonite, Paul Dog still.
Yeah. Yeah, he lived for the longest time. Almost got a cheeky play, just surviving with 80 HP, but getting some of the damage, but not all the damage. Sin Karma is dangerously ahead in Valley here, backs up and jumps out just in time. That could have been dicey there, because yeah, surprising that the demo pick there on GFH's last push didn't come out to haunt them more, and actually an early use from Blueback. They're gonna catch Tank out with a sticky and pipe combo, so very nicely done to get the med pick. Divine gonna fall harmlessly down. JT taking the fight against Kryptonite in-house, so that's 2 dead. Importantly, one of them being the medic here. Sin Karma setting out some sticks here on second, but not a whole lot he can do here. So it will be a significant add for Divine for Uber here. Once Den gets up, I'm all screwed up here. So GCI back on last Shamu, up on Engineer, and Pop was up on Sniper. This should be illegal, if I'm correct.
Something tells me this isn't allowed. There is supposed to be only one config, or the config is supposed to only allow one off class. So I guess I think they're honoring it. They switched him back to Scout, so there is no more Sniper running in the game here. And it's going to be, I think, just trying to get this Uber, which they do end up securing for GFH, and I think they're going to use it straight through main. It's going to be a bomb forward from Weeb Whacker. Going to land on the crate. The gun going to knock him all the way over to the side, but the Sentry's going to go down. No more help from Shamu here. He finally is able to switch off. Coming up on Heavy. He's going to get spammed out quite a bit on 150 HP. Double bomb coming in from Korean and Fancy Sun, but it's not going to matter. They're both going to die. Oh my good Lord, have mercy. What a rocket from Paul Dog onto Divine, taking him down just in time before he could get out.
Yeah, I think Paul Dog's going to have a lot of nice clips on Metalworks from this cup after it's all said and done. Yeah, a wipe for GFH and the first one of the map so far, and these last pushes are definitely not looking like it.
Korean coming in from the house.
Causing some chaos on the backline. Snake could go down, holding on to that Uber. 28 HP. Pablo will kill Korean. JT up on that Sniper yet again, however. Kryptonite just waiting for this team to get in, and Shamu chipped down. Probably by body shot from Raygun. Yeah, JT's still in Sniper. Raygun gonna get the kill on the Kryptonite, so down to Scout Soldier, and an Uber is popped up by Deng, trying to chase the rest of GFH through house, but they're safely out of the way. Divine with 60% Ubers, so these Ubers are not looking great from either side, or really in these last pushes, even less impressive. So just a little bit of a battling over the second and mid fights. Raygun getting a kill on the Paw Dog in the meantime, and the rest of GFH is bottled up in house. They're coming through now, trying to catch something here. It's going to be Sin Karma again, I do believe.
Double bomb forward.
Yeah, Sin Karma's just
Sin Karma.
He's not having a lot of luck. He's been caught out so many times that I've seen, and you know, it's not what you want to see from your demo. I mean, Metalworks
feeding.
Yeah, Metalworks isn't exactly the demo map, and it just seems like a bit of a DM fest here on mid now. Francis is going to be caught out here, finished up by Pablo with the help of Kryptonite. 3 dead for GFH as G-Side caps Metal. Divine with Raygun coming out and killing Pablo, and this is more like a pub than a match, really.
Yeah, I'm noticed this is not feeling very coordinated or connected here. I mean, it's just like people are dying outside of fights when they really shouldn't be. People are just walking in. That said, the Uber's going to come out from the side of Divine, and they're going to walk into Red House, but it doesn't really matter. Dank still chilling on the point. 80% Uber going to be backing out through Valley, and that's going to be Korean sent into the sky on Blue Crate with 20 HP. Going to get bombed by Ball Dog. He's going to get taken down, and everybody is just kind of stuck. It's going to be Weed Whacker going down as well. 2 players dead for the side of GFA. Now 3. Fancy Son going to get taken out by Paul Dog, and they're going to have to leave all the way back to second. Down on Uber. Full disad. It's just going to be a clean walk into second for GCI.
Yeah, hopefully they don't use Uber like we've been seeing in this entire tournament. That would definitely not be it. But yeah, GCI for the first time on GFH's second, if I'm not mistaken here. Divine sitting at 70 Uber. JT up on Engineer, but not a whole lot of gun progress. They could rush it if they really wanted to, but I think they're going to take the time to start setting up sacks here. They're giving out buffs unless they really think their Uber advantage is that much larger than it really is. Pop Dog now, Shamu coming through with Sin Carmen. Paw Dog in tow. Jumping around here. Weed Whacker and Divine in the shed with Ray Gun.
JT rolling out on heavy. It's 45.
And yeah,
He's going back.
Whoa, fat.
Whoa.
And a trade out there. Very nice from Fancy Sun to help secure the wipe for GCI now. And JFH back on their second. So it's perfect tug of war going on right here. About 9 minutes gone and nobody's struck first blood here. So yeah, very, very tense stuff here now. JFH going to be rolling out through Valley and a huge demo bomb. A bit too much space, I might say, but nobody's there to punish it. And yeah, Dank sitting with 30% Uber in-house, and looks like they could get collapsed on. No, he doesn't know. Soldier going around and hot's going to catch the Carmen. That's Green, and now up on Dank from behind. Caught out in a panic, and now it's 4 down for GFH just that quick. It's a wipe. Oh my lord, that looked like a comedy of errors, but GCI somehow coming out on top, and they still got control of mid. They can roll right to second and beyond.
I don't even think they have to really try and take this last year. I mean, you've got 50%, 60% Uber ad. I mean, not that really matters, but you just have all these players up. They don't have any time to really set up a defense. The only off class they have is that heavy, and I mean, maybe if you were quicker, you could have taken it straight in and waited for their spawners to be basically useless. But I think they're going to opt for the Uber in route, which it looks like that is what they are going to do. They're going to be chilling out in lobby here. Looks like they're going to take it through Banana onto the scout. It's just going to be him walking forward. A little bit of a flash onto Sin Karma, getting a lot of damage here. The gun going to go down, and there's nobody sitting on top of the point. The scouts aren't getting any time, but the stickies are still there. Nobody's clearing them. Finally, some cap time coming off the heavy, getting on just in time. He's going to get bombed out, and it's just Divine, the last one alive. And we're going to see the first round of this cup after 11 minutes go to GCI.
Yeah, it was really nice. A bit of the HAMSTERDAM players got caught behind, and the rest of GCI went and cleaned them up, and that made the rest of the fight a lot easier, being down 2 players, or the enemy team being down 2 players. And yeah, they focus fired on targets that they needed to, and looked about as textbook as you can get it, considering the circumstances leading up to it. So rolling out to the second mid here, GCI in the lead.
I think Fancy Sun's about to go deep again, or at least he was going to. I think he had that fast rollout with the speed shots and everything, but the health for GCI looking very bad. Sin Karma might actually die here. He's on 25 HP. He's going to get taken down by an arrow from Divine with help from Fancy Sun. A high bomb coming in from Paw Dog, I believe, right onto the beam, and that's going to be Kryptonite going down as well. JT and Raygun going to get deleted. It's just Divine and Weed Whacker, the last few alive, and Divine going to get taken down. Weed Whacker going to get gunned down. Whoa, never mind. Ban the lock. Ban the lock. Look at this man go. Unstoppable force. Lock pipes unleashed. Gonna take down both Raygun and
yes,
JT.
yes,
Oh my god.
Medic's a fragging class, baby. Do not. I don't care about your lock and load, says Dank. I got the solemn vow, bro. I can see how weak you are, and he lives. He lives. He's got 75 Uber and counting. Divine only on 20. Oh my lord, and Weed Whacker has some choice words for Dank, but it don't matter. He won the DM fight. Dank won, baby. You can't be mad about that.
Like I said yesterday during the Newbie Cup cast, Medic is a hybrid DPS ass. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
Absolutely.
Pull out the head and start getting sloppy, alright? That's all I'm gonna say.
Whoa. I like that. I might just steal that. Fancy Sun actually trying to steal some health off of the GCI here. Actually, no, to be Korean making the big move. Dank all alone. Oh, misses the air shot. Second opportunity, not going to happen. Dank holding on to that one while the rest of this skirmish unfolds on second. JT, look at the rest. Nobody's there. Pablo from underneath with the ball. Going to get a grip on the Fancy Sun, but he's healed up just as quickly. And a early pop here, trying to catch out some players, and it's a counter pop from Divine in the meantime here. And Sin Karma very low, going to try to escape here. Getting chased down by JT. And that's 2 big picks for GFH. Korean down in the meantime, but he's coming up off the spawn.
JT
so yeah,
rolling up on the flank fully. He's pulling up onto the mid. He's not gonna commit too hard. He's gonna wait for his soldier to come up and meet him, but it's a little too slow. And I do think that both Paw Dog and Kryptonite are gonna be able to get out here, but Kryptonite going to be a little worse for wear. Going to be able to link up with his beam, though, so not like it matters all that much.
Not the end of the world. So yeah, GFH back in control of mid. Divine sitting on 50% Uber. Only a slight Uber advantage for Dank, who's at 70 now. So yeah, GFH rolling through, doing the fancy stuff from Fancy Sun on the flank, checking it out here. And they're just sort of feeling each other, waiting for these Ubers to even out surely. Actually, no,
Fancy Sun
can't wait.
taking the
He's
bomb right into
Karma.
him. Missing the air shot onto Sin Karma. How unlucky. And that is the sack for GFH. Actually, they lost Korean and JT2. Kryptonite is fragging out. And that's Sin Karma bombing forward. The Uber can come out from the side of the mine. He gets out. No way. What an arrow. Oh no. But poor Shamu, he's stuck by the truck. He's going to get taken down by a ray gun. And the rest of GFH is going to have to back out into their house. I don't know if they want to contest this. They might just have to give mid.
Well,
actually, I think they want to contest
Uber.
this now. Absolutely.
Yeah, what's up?
At least get that force, and that does come out. I don't know if that's technically a force or not, but he's going to take this onto Pablo. He's just going to try to pressure them out of house, and that is exactly what happens. It's going to be Korean bombing right onto Sin Karma. Does he go for the air shot? No. He gets out. Funny ragdoll right into the alley, and it's going to be the instant reaggress, or at least attempt from GFH. But they're down 2 players. I don't think they should be in. Bulldog getting forward and absolutely bullying the demo out. He's going to get saved by an arrow. Never mind, Weed Whacker goes down.
Yeah, I think the name of the game in that entire last fight was just too far in. Amsterdam was way too close for comfort for that force, and they went around through flank and tried to work something there, but yeah, whole lot of rapping.
Oh my goodness.
But not a lot coming from it. Paul, actually used from Divine in lobby. What are they trying to catch up? What's the call here? I'm so confused. I don't know what to make of this here. Bit of a deep chase from JT. He doesn't commit the whole way. He's got sticks waiting for him if he does, but decides to back up and think better of it. Downbow Soldiers, GCI, sitting with the massive Uber advantage. Surely they use this. Just backing up to mid. See, they got the right idea, playing the space correctly here. Dank now coming up on Uber. Divine still building out his at 40. GFH, the onus is completely on them. They're down 1 point, only 1 point, but there is 15 minutes left to go, so time is on them. They got to start cooking here. Here's an early use yet again, a bit of a juggle on Sin Karma. Going to find him trying to single out a soldier, but GFH this time backs out expertly. Divine on 80% Uber, but they've got the second GCI, and yeah, GFH want to see what they try to work the pick, or they just go with the straight up Uber advantage. They've been working wacky plays the whole game so far, so remains to be seen, I guess.
I think we might be seeing a leapfrog here because yeah, I don't think Pablo saw those stickies behind him. They're going to use through the shutter. He's going to get shot into the air, though. He's not going to make it to where he wants to be. Weeb Whacker, he's going to get sent to the floor. He is going to take down Shamu regardless, though. That's 3 players down for the side of GCI, and they're going to have to back out all the way to mid. Like I was going to say before, I think we're going to see a leapfrog here. They're not going to be able to hold on to 2. The Uber is just too much. Oh, man. You poor soul. He's going to get taken down. Paul Dog going to get traded out. Korean going to be taken down by Pablo. He's going to walk forward right on to 2, getting a lock pipe to the dome through the shutter from Weed Whacker. And they're just going to immediately recap this point here. And probably just Uber into last here. I mean, nothing else you really can do. They're holding it for as long as possible. The Uber doesn't come out until absolutely necessary. He's going to latch onto his scout and save him. It's just a soldier getting cap time. Nobody's getting cap time right now. 3 people are dead on GFH, but they are able to contest just because they haven't been putting anybody on the point. Soldier finally going to go down. JT also going to go down, and they're finally able to squeeze out another round. 0-2 in GCI's favor.
Yeah, it was a leapfrog, like you said, but usually when you take a leapfrog, you're not down both soldiers. So
yeah,
less than ideal, but yeah, that mistake will cost Amsterdam yet another point, down 2-0, 13 minutes to go. And yeah, some weird flashing on the point, but the DM saw them through, so even though they weren't capping optimally, they still got the round. Kryptonite out early, so is Fancy Sun. These soldiers getting here extremely early. They're going to have their own duel. Kryptonite's going to be leaving very worse for wear, but both soldiers will survive, and now Korean going to take the aggression across the point. Raygun will be the first to die. Kryptonite trying his own bomb. Fancy Sun gets air shot by Paul Dog. Very nice. Set him up and knock him down, and now Weed Whacker will fall as well. Korean barely surviving, but he's getting chased by Shamu in the meantime. He's looking monstrous on this first, or third mid rather. Nobody even died on their side, and Korean's out with 2 HP now, hanging on to dear life as the cap is finished off, and GCI already on second.
GFH is going to get the Uber a little bit earlier than GCI here, though, so we're going to be seeing what is likely an even push into last if they want to take this. The Heavy is going to come up and start mowing people down, and it is going to push GCI back just enough for GFH to kind of consolidate themselves, get their defenses ready, and GCI is not going to get Uber until right now. So I'm interested to see what their plan is here. Maybe they try and work a sack in or something like that, because I don't, me personally, I hate pushing metal last with even Ubers.
Well, Paul Dog and Kryptonite going to try to remedy that. Both fade actually here, and now they're just getting focused on the left side. Kryptonite heads back in. Paul Dog gets healed up. Korean will go down to Kryptonite.
We back comes out though.
Onto Pablo, and yeah, weird use, and the Scott blasted away ray gun, and that's just not what you want to see if you're GFH.
Oh dear.
Yeah, complete Uber advantage for GCI, and they have all the time in the world. Well, about 50 seconds. That's basically all the time in the world you got anyway. So, yeah, they can take the time. Paul Dog eating a lock as he opens up that shutter. Don't do that, my friend. Be very careful. Take a buff. Take a buff. Always take a buff. That should be part one of your plan. Anyway, GCI coming through now. Main right. It's going to be Sin Karma with the pop.
Oh, here it goes.
And the gun's still doing its thing. Not yet taken down. Finally getting some attention.
I don't think they know about the soldier on vent.
Nope, they don't. Benson's going to make his move.
Goes.
And nobody's
Not
dead
quite
yet.
Valuable. Yeah, nobody really getting any point time. Well, right as I say that, they finally start doing it, and nobody was really looking at the point on either team until the last second. So they finally walked in and started taking some point time, and GFH just wasn't ready for it, I guess. Nobody was really observing. They had no stickies, and they just took it, now making it 3-0 for GCI.
Yeah, they sort of did the thing where you take one hand and like dangle it over somebody's head, and when they're looking at that, you slap them. You know, they just jumped on the point right in that corner. That little breakfast nook couldn't be seen. Heavy tried his best, but yeah, 3-0 for GCI. And once again, Bentisan out early, going to be boxed out Sin Karma. But we'll be taken out just as quick by Popwell. And Koreans in trouble now. Both soldiers. This is not looking good, and that is a retreat if ever there should be one called. But Paul Dog and Shemu are on the case. Dick Grayson and company, bad on the ray gun.
Ray gun. Divine gonna go down too. Shamu taking him down. Weed Whacker hitting some nice long pipes, but he's gonna get taken out. JT finally getting a. Actually, I thought he got a pick for his troubles, but no, it was just the soldiers that were down. I don't think.
What's that? What you don't think? I don't think either.
I don't think they're going to be able to hold this, but they didn't have mid-cap, so that's a little bit of an obstacle.
Oh, I mean, poo-poo on me, man. You know, like you said, these guys are in fight for a reason. They might not have had the strongest showing, but again, it's against Froyotech and G6 and Fancy Sun. Is he actually on? I thought he was just checking. Okay. Screw me, I guess. Fancy Sun, I don't know what he's doing. I think GFH is having a little bit of fun with this one at this point. But yeah. GCI, they're in fight for a reason. GFH, you know, they look good in their group stage, but yeah, GCI showing that they can indeed fight. And poo-poo on me, man. I didn't give them the respect they deserved, clearly. 3-0, now 9 minutes. Dank is not on, well, he is on Uber, actually. Walking through now.
They don't know about Korean bombing in. Oh my god, Dank lives with 1 HP, and he's going to get taken down by Pablo. And that's Shamu taking down Ray Gun. Oh my, it's just a wipe for GFH here.
Man, they're like a death squad. They just gobbled one up and right onto the next, like Pac-Man. Wow. Holy cow.
Even with GCI getting that Uber force, we're just in such an advantageous position that the force and like discoordination that comes out of you know, being forced like that doesn't matter. They're just in such a powerful spot there that you can't really do anything about it.
Yeah, sometimes forcing the rest of the Uber just works. You can't question it. Sin Karma actually going to be the first one to arrive before any soldiers, so bit of a change here, but I think the same general trend will apply. Fancy Sun behind Korean now above, and we'll get chipped down.
One rocket onto Dank. He's going to go down here, Jake. What?
Nope. Liz by the skin of his teeth, and yeah, much the same as it was before. GCI going to be taking this mid yet again, and this could be the very last one. Divine does live, but these Ubers, not great from both sides, but able to get the force off GCI. So, yeah. I'm sort of expecting this to be the last, but we'll see here. GCI getting the cap on a second now. Divine with team going to be walking out in the lobby, trying to see if they can test what they can contest. Paul Dog is in behind here, taking a fight with Fancy Sun, but he does have his Scott buddy and JT to help him out there and secure the kill. So already down one for GCI. That's their sack, but not really the sack they wanted, I think.
Yeah, that's definitely a little bit of a nothing burger sack. You don't really get anything out of it, but I don't know.
Oh, there we go. That's what it was. He's on
Sniper. You wanted to come up on Engineer for JT and Sniper for Paul Dog, so I guess that makes sense. Will Paul Dog Sniper be cooking, though, is the real question.
Well, I think he's looking for a buff to cook with, but yeah, I think it's safe to say in any division above IM, if somebody does a weird, funny death, it's probably intentional.
Yeah. You can't expect somebody to do what Paul did and then not come up on an off class or something.
Well, it's just interesting that the soldier switched off to sniper personally instead of the scout.
Yeah, I'm not sure why the soldier would do it, but maybe he's just really confident in his sniper. So let's not judge just yet. Let's let the man cook and see if he burns the kitchen down or not. They're just so bunched up in the shutter here, and I don't think they know about Fancy Sun just having a direct line of sight on all of them without being contested. Bulldog going to take his first shot, so if nobody knew before, they absolutely know now. Oh my god, Fancy Sun with 5 HP jumping over
they're just
to
walking
the
in.
Spencer. Oh, Raygun finally taken down. Paul Dog going to find his first pick. Now, this is a decent position to be in if you are GCI. I mean, you have something to work with here, but your health is so bad. Kryptonite on 20 HP, Paul Dog on 60, and Karma on 50. Now finally getting arrowed. Kryptonite fending for himself. Med, please, arrow. Please, doctor. Shamu and Kryptonite having a conversation in the lobby. I don't know if they're just looking deeply into each other's eyes. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Hey man, team love is a very underrated intangible when it comes to team chemistry. I can attest to that firsthand. But yeah, so it's actually the first proper stalemate we've seen so far. 5 minutes 40 to go. GCI is in the driver's seat for this one. They can waste all the time that they want here. Fancy Sun and Kryptonite taking a bit of a spat on the flank, but nothing much else. Green now right up front of the shutter there. Seeing what he can see. Still got Paul Dog on the sniper here. He still remains a danger. Waiting to go in on the right side in the little storage area here. Meets Fancy Sun. Boosts him off with the rocket. Doesn't get the air shot, but close enough. And
Kryptonite gets launched in. Oh, he's gonna get taken down by a nice sticky from Weeb Whacker. Now, if I were GCI here, I would be like, we have full Uber, but I don't think sitting in here is worth it. This is like this is our coffin if we sit in here. And the Fancy Sun's gonna play into that. He's gonna bomb forward and start absolutely bullying everybody who's chilling on top of the point here. Fancy Sun finally gonna go down to Shamu, and I think that's gonna be a trade out. I think.
What
in the world?
Clutch arrow from Dank saving his Scott there, and Sin Karma gonna get that kill then onto Raygun. They're down to GCI in a good position to at least sack her. They still got the sniper, so it's not ideal. Dispenser advantage.
Down, that means you gotta rush in immediately.
Yeah. Oh, Sin Karma, man. If ever there was a more bullied demo in this cup, I don't think it would be anybody but Sin Karma. I don't know. It's just, I've seen that man die so many times, and I don't really know whether to blame him or not, but it's unfortunate all the same here. Paul Dog taking his shot here. I think this might be all she wrote for him on sniper here. He's got to switch off at some point. 4:20, place ledge on the clock, and now an Uber. Used up at GCI, chasing the rest of GFH out of the shutter. Going to see what he can get here. Gun is still up to Shamu. Going to get obliterated by that. On top of Raygun landing the scattergun shot, so yeah.
And they still have Paul Dog up on sniper, so we're gonna have to see if Paul Dog can make anything at all work. The Uber gonna come out from GFH, but they're not gonna really get anything. Never mind, I think Dank is gonna die here. He got stuck on the pipes. That's so unfortunate. But I mean, even if you lose this round as GCI, I mean, this just gives you a chance to win on mid next. Fancy Sun gonna bomb Paul Dog out. Round gonna reset. Or actually, no, it won't. The cap coming in just 1 second before. And I think we're just gonna have to watch GCI pick up the pace on 2 here, because there's nothing else they can really do.
Well, a bit of a small consolation is that we are running the continuous overtime, the bandy time config. So they do have time to run this back if need be and make it an epic comeback of all comebacks here. Only in the quarterfinals, which would be incredible to see on the first map. So yeah, probably destiny awaits here. GFH scoping out house, and now they're going to do the standard Valley thing. Rotating over now, Divine sitting on his Uber now. Dank with 80. He's going to catch up here in about 8 seconds. So yeah, GFH has got to move quick here to get at least positioning here. Fantasy Sun leading the charge in.
But not a lot coming out of that charge. I mean, they don't push in too deep. Fancy Sun has to fade away immediately, so I'm not too amped up to see what they're cooking here, but maybe they'll pull out some 5-star gourmet food with with whatever play they're trying to craft up right now. GCI is just able to hold so far forward, and that's Kryptonite bombing deep into alley. Finally, Fancy Sun getting in behind, baiting out some of that cap, or at least getting the announcer to call out that it's being capped, and he's still living behind. Kryptonite going to be moving all the way back behind to meet him. They're finally walking up, going to be Ray Gun Divine and Weed Whacker going in. The exchange finally going to come out in the valley. It's a Sandblast Uber. Weed Whacker bombing all the way over to the bridge here, and he's might actually get taken down. Never mind, barely survives. The skin of his teeth, he gets out barely outside of the rocket splash.
Yeah, it was a bit of a pucker factor moment right there. Jumped down onto the low ground by accident, and the scout came down and helped him and escorted him out here. But that is going to see GFH back on the mid here. Korean collecting an arrow and jumping the long way out. So yeah, GFH backing up, giving the space they need to GCI. Even Ubers though, so that is something to consider here. It's not all bad news for GFH here, but they are on their second yet again. Minute 30 before we go into overtime time. Yeah, made a cap by GCI, and here we go yet again with another slow stalemate / sack push. Hopefully here pretty soon. No, they're performing a Cabal ritual here on mid actually. Sin Karma set up the incantation, and Kryptonite will set it up. No, okay, never mind. They canceled at the last second, so Shub Nagarath will not be summoned.
I was hoping to see him make an appearance. You don't usually get to see him here in these cups.
She.
My apologies. My apologies.
She is the mother of all demons.
My apologies. My apologies. But that's going to be Fancy Sun coming in from behind through the valley. He's going to live all the way inside of Red House. But that's not going to be for free. Pablo going to be running all the way back to try and meet him. He's going to get that pack, and he's going to be on full HP.
Sin Karma.
Living in Valley now, but this fight on mid, Sin Karma going to be super low. Shamu going to get taken down by JT. Uber finally going to come out from the side of Dank, and they're going to be chilling on the low ground. It's going to be a bomb coming in from Fancy Sun. He's going to get taken down. They're going to be backing out all the way through Red House. Uber finally coming out from the side of Divine as well. Paul Dog going to get eliminated, and so is Sin Karma finally. But Dank and I believe Kryptonite here are going to be able to walk out scot-free, basically unscathed here. The Pootis inside of forwards, though. The Stickies are on it. Will he be able to peek for free? Let's find out. Kryptonite bombing forward onto the bridge, getting some damage, but it's not quite enough. Not very valuable. The Pootis still chilling inside of forward, revved up. That's a high bomb coming in from Korean right on top of the combo. Gonna get deleted by Pablo, though.
Yeah, that almost looked nuclear, but it wasn't meant to be. And you know, finally GFH had a fat Uber in house. You know, they got the picks, but they didn't have the mid cap, so they couldn't really continue that momentum in the way that they ideally would have wanted. Sin Karma taking a peek through house here now, and bit of a paywaz here, so don't know what to make of that, but we do have some fancy jumping soldiers dangling their cute little feetsies in the air, so that's something to look at. But yeah, GFH had a decent Uber, but the timing was all wrong, and as we're seeing here, a fight breaking out yet again over the mid here, and GCI has had complete control of this match after maybe about the first 3 or 4 minutes, and it's been a slow roll ever since, and HAMSTERDAM's been hard-pressed to find an answer of any real sort.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for a reply from GFH here to at least a 1-round reply for everything that GCI has, thrown at them and taken. I mean, given the continuous overtime, it is entirely possible that we see a super long Metalworks, and we could see a comeback, but I'm not sure everybody would be super down to watch a Metalworks game where we watch a 5-4 comeback, so especially on Metalworks of all maps. So
no, people love Metalworks. They love 5-4 comebacks on Metalworks. So
do they?
Yeah,
this is news to me.
Ring a ding ding, baby. The news is in. But yeah, I mean, I was rooting so hard for them at the start here, but GeForce, you kind of let me down a bit. I don't hate to be the disappointed father here, but yeah, I really don't know what to make of it. I mean, that's why you can't really just trust the numbers. You can't be a total bean counter because things like this happen. But actually, I want to look back real quick to see who picked the maps. So this was GCI's pick, actually. So I guess that makes a lot more sense. And GFH, the one who picked Bagel. And like you said earlier, what's with all the Bagel, man? Usually we see people really avoiding of Koth, but seeing a lot of people pick it confidently in this cup here. So maybe something to look forward to in the actual season, especially an invite.
Yeah, I feel like there's a bit of resurgence of Koth. I mean, like, again, not enough people pick it during, like, pick bans. I think I was talking about it yesterday during the Newbie Cup, where teams will often save Koth for their last pick, or, like, the second one, just because, like, Koth is a kind of mode where it's definitely a reserve map that you have in your back pocket. You don't want to pull it out, but if you have to, you can, and it's something you can use. But I mean, especially when you get up to these higher divs, you like to see a lot of 5CP. Or the teams like to see a lot of 5CP. So Koth is kind of overshadowed, and you don't get to see it very often.
Well, it's typical that, the COD map is usually the DM map, so the teams with the better DM, you assume they pick it, so you tend to avoid it if your team's better at fundamentals, let's say. But yeah, when you get up to the invite level, it's minor differences in DM. The fundamentals are all there, but yeah, it really comes down to DM. And I guess it's more important than it can sort of make or break. But anyway, we are in pause here. There's about 3.5 minutes of memory serves. Yeah, 3 minutes 20 on the clock here in overtime. And where we last left off, GFH is in control of mid. I think Uber is in the hands of both medics here, so we're just waiting for them to make a move. GCI to react.
All right, it's finally, in the hands of GFH to do something here. Double bomb coming into the alley. Not a lot there, though. This bomb kind of a nothing burger. Weeb Whacker going to take down Paul Dog. Kryptonite going to be getting out with barely any HP. The Uber is going to come out from the side of Dank, and it's going to be a counter pop from Divine. They're going to be trying to get out through lower. Divine and his scout, or sorry, Dank and his scout, are going to try and get out through lower, but Shamu is going to get taken down, and Dank is basically on one. JT, if he's in the right spot, could take him down, but unfortunately not able to. So GCI going to live to last with their beam, but 3 players down. Fancy Sun going to be bombing forward, trying to take down Paul Dog, and that's going to be Raygun coming in for support. Food is finally going to come up in the form of Pablo. He's going to get arrowed. He is going to take down Fancy Sun and Raygun. That's going to be 2 picks. Huge for GCI right now. Huge for their defense, and GFH is going to have to back all the way out towards second to be sure that nothing bad happens.
Well, I just got to admire the medic on Dank right now. He got juggled in that Uber and lower, managed to slink up towards the ramp and out through Shutter with his scout and live to last and get some buffs out to his teammates. That might have been critical to holding on to the round there, so very nicely done from him. And yeah, an even better hold as a whole for GCI. Just hanging on there. We do have Fancy Sun up on Spy, it looks like. Is he just changing or picking classes? Is he committing? No, he's committed, all right.
I gotta get on the Spy cam.
He's using the enthusiast timepiece as well, so excellent choice in watch.
Oh, I just clicked past his cam. All right, I'm on the Fancy Sun cam. Barely slipping past Kryptonite here. He's making his way through. He's snaking up towards the spawn. He's decloaking. Pablo doesn't hear him. Walks forward. The medic spots him. He calls for med at Spy.
He looked me.
Dank is going to drop anyway, though. He's distracted.
Oh my God, that's I wonder if that's how they wrote it up, but they'll take it all the same. And yeah, I think how Fancy Sun looked behind like, what's behind me? Is that a spy? But yeah, while everybody was focusing that Spy, a huge bomb coming in and dropping Dank. So just as quickly as I was admiring his medic work, drops on last, and that could be critical here. Divine sitting on full Uber, so they got about that 40 seconds to work with here before Dank builds it back up.
Yeah, I mean, my HUD is still absolutely tarnished here. The pause effect has not quite left my HUD, so I got to refresh it every once in a while, but I do know Divine still sitting on that Uber. It's actually going to come out. They're going to be focusing the sentry down. It's going to be taken down by Weeb Whacker. Nice lock pipes onto it, and it's just going to be deleted. But the Uber doesn't really achieve much else outside of that. I mean, Shamu and Paul Dog finally going to go down outside of it, but not before they drop Divine and Korean and Fancy Sun here, and maybe even Weeb Whacker. Yes, he does die. Sin Karma gets a nice sticky from across the map onto him, and I think Raygun's probably going to die here as well. Maybe not. JT definitely Raygun.
Yep,
They're going to be dropping 5 for that. Now 6, but Korean going to be taken down. Dank here. Nice 21 seconds of Uber for Divine to build up. What a beautiful salvage.
Yeah, so that's going to be, what, about 65-70% Uber if all goes right for Divine building it out. So huge play from Korean. Absolutely clutch. And that's what you want from your ringers. So yeah, definitely proving his worth as a merc right there. GFH making their way through Valley, and Paw Dog's caught out. Oopsie doodle. He'll kill himself. He will give him the satisfaction. You didn't win. You didn't kill me. I killed myself. So, yeah, GFH going to be rolling in, and not much GCI can do to stop them. And getting that cap.
kind of went deep there with a nice little fade, but not going to really get much out of it.
He's doing pocket soldier things. Love to see it. So yeah, GFH looking really aggressive here. They want to take the rest, or this Uber advantage, the rest of the super advantage that they got. Dank doing well to build out, so what should have been like a 50-60% Uber disadvantage just turned into like 20-30. So yeah, here they go through main with Weed Whacker spotting that gun, jumping right into it. So kind of fortunate for him now. Korean cleared off this point with his rockets. Ray gun getting that time down. Bit of a C up here. Now as Dank gets his Uber, pops off from the high ground. A pyro up on Pablo. And yeah, just another failed push from GFH. I hate to see it. I just can't tell if it's that they're not focusing on the right people or what here. That's what it seems to be, but they can't buy a last push here.
Yeah, they can't find their footing during these last pushes. I think that's, what, the fourth or third one that we've witnessed get basically totally beefed. I mean, they have an initial, like, good push, but everything beyond that seems a little bit rough, and they can't really find their footing, and they just trip and fall, and unfortunately drop a lot of their players during the actual post fight where it matters the most.
And that's what I'm talking about. You know, they put a lot of damage up, but they're so weak themselves. Like nobody seems to be focusing and following up on damage there. So it's really unfortunate to see. They've got Uber in hand, but they've also got Fancy Sun on sniper. So seeing that they're just faking the pressure here to get the sniper in a position here, getting the buff, walking back in the house.
Just trying to peek up through whatever doorway suits him best. They are playing on bridge GCI, so where he's peeking at right now, kind of irrelevant. He's going to actually walk all the way back and try and peek through lower. He's not going to be able to get anything out of this, though. I mean, he actually almost gets Kryptonite there. Yeah, that's a little too close, but they have him peeking up through alley now. But they do spot him. He is going to back up. Hall Dog going to get taken down by Weed Whacker, and that's... oh my goodness. Don't do that, Sin Karma. Don't die. He almost dies from all the people just rushing him out through Valley, and they finally get bullied away. But even players now still running sniper. GFH. Oh! Hero
there
shot.
We go, baby. Yeah. Coming in clutch. Just forced his way through that doorway. Said, screw it, I wanted the house peek, and he got it, baby. Oh my lord, don't read that in chat. Just focus on the action. Dank coming up now. Divine sitting on that full Uber, so they're just going to wait for their players to push through. Monster of a shot. That's going in the frag grid for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, we're gonna see, like, on YouTube in a couple days, we're just gonna see in our recommended, like, Fireside Cup frag montage from him. It's just gonna be that clip on repeat for like 5 minutes.
And I can comment, I was there. I was there.
I saw it live.
I saved it.
GFH is gonna take that second with a big grin on their face, though. With the full Uber, it's finally gonna pop out from the side of Divine, and that's gonna be Raygun finally getting some cap time. It's gonna be Pablo trying to deny the cap, but it's not quite effective. He's not getting any beam or arrows. We might see the first round from GFH here, and they finally take it. Raygun immediately hitting the Yeti taunt. No time for the, like, post round, like, board to pop up to show they've won the match. They just instantly take it. And that's finally we're seeing a little bit of a response, a little bit of life coming from GFH here, making it 1-4.
Yeah, that looked great. They focused the players like perfectly. You know, they baited the point. I'm actually surprised Sin Karma didn't pop the 6 a lot earlier, but ended up paying for it. And yeah, excellent focus fires, and finally got them the first round on the board here. Fancy Sun out early yet again on mid.
Nothing too crazy going on here, just trading a couple blows. Sin Karma down below, taking a lot of damage, but Pablo gonna get taken down. A nice bomb from Fancy Sun. He's living inside their house, and he's actually peeking through backdoor, and that's gonna be Shamu almost getting killed by Raygun, and that's GCI backing all the way out into second.
And a nice little surf from Fancy Sun up to the shack, gonna collect the health arrow there. Why did I call it a health? Ugh, that's disgusting. I'll never say that again. Anyway, GFH continuing that momentum through. Fancy Sun, my bomb. No bomb from the soldiers quite yet. They're collecting their buffs. Fancy Sun's gonna take the time to pop up Sin Karma, and Kryptonite gonna come around the corner, gets a force off, or no, that's Paw Dog, excuse me. Actually, double Uber pop off here. Sin Karma's chasing down JT, finally gets it with the help of Shamu. Could catch a retreating GFH with the stickies there, and actually another C up here, and 2 frags at once, Kryptonite and Shamu. And it could be Pablo. Nope. Gets the kill from mid-air against Weedwhacker, but Korean will follow that up. So finally some follow-up. GFH on these frags, and it's paying dividends here. Only up by 1. They're down a demo. GCI going to use that to push out with their demo. Sin Karma leading the way, but taking some damage. Korean going to collect a health arrow yet again. I said I wouldn't do it, but I did it on purpose that time. Anyway, DCI leading the way. Fall Dog blasting to find a way. Korean will trade on the point. Fancy Sun going to collect Shen, whoever, but Fancy Sun onto, or Sin Karma onto Fancy Sun. Going to see down both soldiers for GFH. Clearing the way. GCI, they're desperately trying to push out. They're really trying to force the issue here. But Weedwhacker with some stick lock pills from House. Gonna get a kill of his own, just jumping out all over the bridge here. Sin Karma retreating with Pablo. JT's in deep, trying to take the 1v1, but he's getting absolutely destroyed here. But Raygun with way better health, gonna tag his teammate out there and gonna continue to push on here. Second's gonna get capped away. Bondog trying to delay them as best he can, but he could be the next to go here. Dank pops off the Uber after collecting a pipe from Weedwhacker. Gonna try to force the rest of the Uber out here. And yeah, another fight here. Shemu coming out here. Uber is popped off from Divine, so down 2 players, but gonna see what they can get here. This is gonna be a reset on second.
All right. I mean, it's not quite the response we wanted to see from GFH, but it is absolutely something. They are starting to find, you know, how they like to play this map. The GCI map pick finally starting to turn around in a little bit of GFH favor. So I'm not expecting anything too crazy. I am expecting to see at least one more round come out from GFH, though, and that might be what we're seeing. I'm not entirely sure what the plan for this push here was. I mean, they don't have Uber or anything. They just walked in and they tried to boss up and take it, you know, dry. But I don't think that worked out all too well for them.
Feeling themselves a little bit too much, as the kids might say, and
yeah,
ends up biting them here. GCI pressuring from their nice jump from Fancy Sun, gonna collect Ball Dog. So that puts the kibosh in that little push out there, and GCI gonna back that thing on up. Even Ubers.
Even Ubers again is sitting on last, but GCI down 2 players here. Gonna be rather huge. That's, oh my goodness, Weedwhacker and Divine gonna be going in and taking down Sin Karma. That Uber is gonna come out from GCI. This might be another round conversion from GFH.
Yeah.
I think this is what we wanted to see from GFH here. They're finally getting a response. Oh my god, the triple Yeti. The quadruple Yeti on the point. This is what we need to look at here. Forget the game. Look at the quadruple Yeti taunt on the point.
Maybe feeling themselves a bit too much was just what the doctor ordered, because it ended up coming back right there and helping them out. So yeah, second round for them here, looking good, looking better all the time. And yeah, I was wondering why they didn't just go for the back half, because GCI was pushing out their Uber, but they decided to get the people behind them, get the frags and secure the round, all the better. Fancy Sun yet again out early and getting stuffed up in Haas's GCI here. A little bit late to mid as a result here.
Tonight. Nothing too crazy happening again, just another mid where people are trading blows. Pablo on 50 HP though, actually 40, could be taken down relatively easy, but doesn't look like he's going to take any fights that would put him in that position. And I think GFH is just going to leave without losing any players here. Going to be a 66 second push with even Ubers as well. But Sin Karma almost dying here. Holy brother, do not do this. Oh, Paul going in, gonna get deleted by JT. Not the kind of situation you want to be in. Pablo also gonna get taken down. And it's 4 people holding mid here. I don't even think you should be on mid. I would try and save the super for as long as possible. But it's Sin Karma alone holding the valley, trying to get as much damage out as he possibly can. He's getting bombed onto by Korean and the beautiful air shot. Gonna get traded out by Shamu, but at this point it doesn't matter. The Uber does come out from the set of Divine and Dank, so it's gonna be a little bit of an exchange, but yeah, there's not a whole lot for GCI to do here. They lost that mid as soon as Sin Karma died.
Well, that was almost like a sucker him into second with crits play, but GFH didn't have crits. They just got 2 frags instead, so I guess it still works like that. Anyway, down from underneath.
Coming in. One nice rocket onto Dank, but he's going to live inside of lobby. Going to be jumping onto Dank again, but no damage coming out for it, and he is going to die for his aggression.
Yeah, they're just suckering him into second and getting the kills, though. This is the weirdest mid fight I've ever seen.
Oh my god, Kryptonite going to get deleted by the luckiest rocket out of Korean's entire career. here. He hits him as soon as he pulls out the escape plan, and he stuffs him into the doorway. Korean and JT gonna die on that mid there. Kryptonite, of course, gonna be taken down by the mini crits, and this is going to be pretty big if you're GCI. I mean, you can just boss up and take second here with sheer player ad. And as we see, Paul Dog bomb forward. He is going to get taken down from a nice pipe from Weed Whacker and a nice shot from Raygun. But Fancy Son going to get taken down yet again. A little bit of cap time coming off of it's going to be, oh, the force comes out. Beautiful pipe from Weed Whacker. An exchange happening on the point. A little bit of Sandblast Uber, but it's going to be the players bunching up by the shutter here. They're going to back out. Raygun might be dying. Yes, he does. Pablo going to die as well, though. And it's going to be JT getting out scot-free after taking down Shamu. GCI still does have flare ad here, so they could try and take it in if they really wanted to, but maybe not. I think they might just try and build the Uber up here. It's going to be JT coming up on Pyro, maybe expecting them to push here.
And yeah, actually, Divine with some moves of his own allowed him to live. He had a bit of a 1v1 against Sin Karma, but he actually feared. So he was able to live and connect with this soldier, give an arrow out, and yeah, get back to last and keep these Ubers even. So pretty clutch play from him. These medics managing to live, proven pretty opportune at times, if I do say so myself. Ball Dog almost getting taken down on the left there by Fancy Son. Took a lot more damage than he bargained for. We still got JT up on the Pyro here, just in case his insurance here. Divine will get his Uber first, so no concern there. Dank actually took a reflected rocket there. And man, boy, do I hate that in pub. Stop beating them rockets. Stop doing it. If I die, it's your fault. And he took another spam rocket, not reflected, so whew, not a mini crit, but dangerous all the same here. Just waiting for action out of GCI. They got to figure something out here. We're in continuous overtime, so you got to push forward to win here and not relying on any clock running shenanigans anymore. Still trading blows here. Shamu peeking his way in. Oh, gets caught up by the stickies from Weed Whacker. And there's a pick. There's their sack, but it's not the sack that they wanted, surely.
Absolutely not the sack that you want to have right there. Not even Ubers on metal last, and having your scout die to a stick pipe combo. Definitely not the sack you want to have. Didn't even get through the doorway, man. That's brutal. That's going to be GFH taking as much space as they can in the lobby. Still running the Pyro up. Going to be reflecting something over towards Paul Dog. Towards Kryptonite. Oh yeah, the sniper gameplay. Highlander, welcome. Season 18 of Highlander. One up right now. Your viewing pleasure.
Well, let's see if he can get a hero shot all his own. Ball Dog had his.
He didn't just do that.
Oh, no, I didn't. Korean getting two, actually. I'm looking over the sniper. Korean's doing his own thing, but Shamu answers back on a Fancy Son, but Korean's made his own mark here.
I'm pretty sure Korean jumped at Sin Karma, hit him with a garden, and then hit him with a rocket.
Wow. Well,
and Shamu's got down. Nice shot from Shamu. He said, I'll avenge you, brother. Weed Whacker gonna go down. That sentry is the only thing standing between a GCI victory for Metalworks here, I believe. Maybe the Uber could save them, but the force is gonna come out right on top of Sin Karma. He flashes all of his players. It's already over. The Uber finally comes back as a counterpop from Divine. They're gonna be pushing them all the way out through Shutter, and that's gonna be Pablo dying. Dank gonna die in the flank as well, and Sin Karma gonna be the next victim. Maybe not though. He lives. Amazing footwork, good sticky placement at his toes. He finally manages to get out of there safe and sound. Almost dying though, near-death experience. Life probably flashed before his very eyes.
Yeah, Reagan, he's trapped in a small room with two stickies at his feet. I don't know how either of those players live, but they managed to do it. Sin Karma, there he goes. He gets him back in the end on to Reagan. He did escape by stickies, buddy. We're still in the server together. 60 seconds left before reset, so either team has got to get some time on either the last or second to keep this one going, or we will reset to officially an 8th mid. But here we go. Bomb in from Kryptonite and Paul Dog. 2 down for GFH, and this could be all she wrote here. It's looking real desperate. No Uber for Divine yet.
So scrappy. The Pyro could finally go down. The soldiers might be able to do their job, but it doesn't look like it. GCI gonna have to back up just a little bit, and the Uber finally ready for Divine. So even if they push in, they're not gonna be able to do a whole lot. All Divine has to do is wait it out and Uber on top of that point and kill as many people as humanly possible. But we might see Dank get that Uber just in time. We might have enough time here for one final last-ditch effort, last fight on this Metalworks last year, and this will determine if it goes to an 8th mid or if the game finally ends.
Well, this is going to be scrappy if the last ones weren't before. Here we go, 5 seconds in counting.
The air. They have no cap time. Finally getting a little bit more. It's going to be Fancy Sun dying, but the Uber's just on top of the point. Cap finally getting reverted, but they have no player sitting on top of the point. It's a 4-sack. It might be it. It's over. And GCI takes it 5-2 with the absolute luckiest Uber of their life right there. So scrappy.
Oh my lord, look at these scores on the scoreboard. 176 points for Dank Medic, 156 for Divine. Man, that was a long match. First one of the night on quarterfinals. We had aspirations of running both the matches on the main channel, but man, I don't know if that's going to happen now. That was absolutely just a slobber knocker of a match there on Metalworks. Already headed over to yes, there's the logs. Heading over to Bagel on to the second map. GCI won that one 5-2. So yeah, GFH, they did their best. They held up for a very long time against GCI, but in the end, you know, they can't hold on forever. That continuous overtime is just like waves on the shore. Eventually you get eroded away. But yeah, 5-2. Almost my prediction, except it's swapped and up I went, but I won't worry about it. So yeah, GCI taking that first one. Looking at the logs real quick. Holy cow. For both medics, 7 and 6 respectively for red and blue. So yeah, not a whole lot of deaths for the medic, but a whole lot of assists. And actually Shamu rocking 42 frags, 222 DPM, but that's just because of the long match time there. But yeah, some monstrous stats coming out here, and pretty evenly matched, all things considered. But we are headed over to the second map. But before we do start things off proper, I'd just like to remind you that this cup would not have been possible without Manco.store, the premier TF2 marketplace for buying and selling items with real cash. Type Manco store with an exclamation in front, of course, and use our affiliate link to support both us and Manco.store when you buy TF2 items on said Manco.store. And additionally, we got Fireside memberships if you want to support us directly. Join Fireside's memberships today by typing exclamation subscribe in that chat. Subscribers have access to VIP badges on all of our Twitch channels, unreleased and uncut content, production guides, and early access to upcoming videos. So a whole lot to offer. Give it a check. That's exclamation Manco store and exclamation subscribe. Check it out. Zach. Oh
Yes.
my lord, that was like a 200-year-long first map.
Yeah, trust me. It went on so long. I got my Duolingo notification for the day to do a lesson, otherwise my streak would reset. I don't think they know about my stockpile of streak freezes, though. I'm prepped to go into Tuesday morning TF2.
Like we talked about before, I don't really use my freezes, man. Those are precious. They're like items in a JRPG. You just hog all of them till the very final boss fight, and you're like, why do I have 5,000 potions? Oh, that's right, I never used them because I thought I would need them.
In addition to having like a million streak freezes, I also have 1,440 gems because I just don't ever buy anything.
Really? Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, how much is a streak freeze here? I have to look now. I have to take a detour from TF2 and look at the economy of Duolingo really quickly.
Well, by all means, take your time. I'm still loading in. Is it slow for anyone else? I don't know. We're just waiting to get into Bagel here for this second map on Koth, which is GFH's pick. The first one was GCI, so that might explain why they ended out on top. I had high hopes for GFH on that first map, but I came away disappointed and still rooting for them here. I'm hoping they win this second one so we can see the third map, because you know how I feel, more TF2 is more better. That is my motto. I do say that quite a lot.
Is more better. I actually have the maximum amount of streak freezes I can have for this week, so I can't check I can't check. Usually I have 3, but I used my bonus from the year-long streak, and I can't get another one for another 75 days, unfortunately. But
let us know in the chat, actually. What's your top rated language on Duolingo?
True. What one do you have the highest language score in? They recently updated their stuff. You get a language score now instead of it just telling you what unit you're in.
Oh, really? Oh, I got it. It's been like a year, dude. But my highest I got was German, because that's the one I had the most interest in. Then French, and I think Esperanto, and then Vietnamese. So
Vietnamese.
I've always wanted to learn, dude. You know, I grew up pretty big Vietnamese community around where I lived in Pennsylvania.
Fair.
But yeah. Anyway, finally loaded
Finally,
in
the
the bagel.
map switches
I
over.
forgot
For
we're
me.
playing
Good
TF2.
lord.
We're not in language club.
I mean, to be fair, what else is there to talk about while we wait for the 8,000-year server map change?
Yeah, that is pretty ridiculous. But, I mean, you know, it just wouldn't be TF2 with that technical issues, right? That's why we love it. That's why we're here. 15 years out. No, oh God, how old is this game now? 17 years after the fact. Oh my God, we're going to the 17th year of TF2. Good lord, TF2 can almost drink legally.
Almost, not quite, but almost.
And depending on where you live, buy cigarettes.
True.
But don't do either of those things because they're very bad for you. And I'm being very serious when I say that. Anyway, yeah, just waiting for the teams to get over on the appropriate teams. Well, first off, what do you think of Bagel as a map?
I think it's all right. I'm not the biggest fan of Bagel. I'll admit it is not my go-to map by any means whatsoever. But I do think that it is a decent map. I mean, it's not bad, but I just don't think it's great.
Well,
the houses are just what kills it for me, because you could lose you could be doing absolutely everything right, and then they just decide, all right, I'm gonna throw myself into a building at Mach 5 and just hope it works. And if they do it right and they just shoot you correctly, then you're screwed. You lose everything. So you can lose even if you're doing absolutely everything right, which I guess could be said for most maps, but it feels so much more apparent here.
Yeah, it's very tough being that left house soldier all on your lonesome, just hoping for but a crumb of buff from your medic when you've got the whole world bearing down on you. Yeah, I know the feeling. But yeah, I'm not like the biggest fan of Bagel. I actually prefer Clear Cut actually, but it's not the worst if your team knows what to do. But that's a very big if. I'm not insane. No. I'm very, very lucid right now.
The worst part is none of the people watching know who you're talking to.
I'm talking to my best friend, Antlers, whose voice I know by sound alone. But yeah, I don't know. It's just the only thing I really like about Bagel really is how fast the point cap. So even if your team just gives up the point for whatever reason, you can cap it right back and sort of undo that, you know. But yeah, I don't really like it because I always get tripped up on the on plat as medic. You know, I got better about it now. I know where to jump when I'm not looking at it. But oh man, it was really rough going when I was learning this map. I'll tell you that much for free.
Yeah, what I wanted to initially learn this map, I think the first time I learned it was on demo, and it makes so much more sense to play this map on demo. I'll be honest. Every other class, it sucks so much. It sucks on ice to learn this map. Demo, it's literally just you walk out of this doorway, pick a side of the point, and then shoot over said side of the point. If they walk at you, just hold S or hold W.
Yeah, it's a great carpeting simulator. If you need to practice your carpeting as demo, this is the map for it, for sure.
Exactly, it's carpet training. That's all it is.
What was it? TR carpet RC2.
TR walkway, and then you have TR rocket shooting, TR carpet.
You know, I mean, hey, let that be a challenge to anybody out there. Any mappers, give it a go. Maybe we'll see it on TFTV.
After this, it's like, you know, I was recently watching the Fireside Cup, and I got inspired to make TR carpet shooting RC1.
What do they say? Inspirations of mother of invention, or is that ingenuity? I forgot.
I forget. I forgot. I don't know.
Whatever. It doesn't matter.
It's one of those.
Idioms and announcing, they don't go hand in hand. Not at all, surely. You don't need an English degree to do this.
I mean, yeah.
You don't even need to speak English, really.
Yeah, you can do it in whatever language. I mean,
nobody
just depends on where you are.
Esperanto might be neat. Esperanto cast, you know, it's a universal language. I don't know.
A niche little cast over there.
Artificial language, not universal. That would be math. Or is it music? I don't know. Anyway, we're starting here, and I don't think we had the correct config.
Yeah, the config is wrong. They're not updated. Somebody let them know. But until they fix that, we're going to be sitting here. I think GCI is opting to play a little bit of more of a relaxed mid here. It's waiting for that point to unlock, but it's Fancy Sun and Korean just in deep. Well, now it's just Fancy Sun coming out through wood, bombing over to their logs, but it's not going to matter. He's not going to get all that much damage, and he's going to get taken down. Dank on 70 HP, now taken out by JT, walked up through the house. This is what I mean. You could be doing everything correctly, and you could still get destroyed just because somebody walks through the house at Mach 5. And,
yo, did he just walk up to him and meat shot him?
Yeah, he just walked through and he left clicks because nobody was in the house.
That ain't Falco. Yeah, it's just, that's what I hate about those houses, man. Yeah, somebody could just sneak up on you, put their scatter gun in your back, and just delete you. So, yeah, you got to. There we go. They changed the config. Crisis averted, but it will be HAMSTERDAM with the first cap on the board here, and this is their map choice after all, so keep that in mind going forward. If they win this one, we go to a third map on Snakewater, which I don't mind whatsoever. Kryptonite trying to break his team up, but he gets absolutely stuffed and destroyed by a rocket from Fancy Sun, Paul Dog. So, not what you want to see for Paul Dog, but it's what they have to take. And now the rest of GCI also very hurt. And GFH is going to back up and let them try to start the cap onto the point, but I think we'll have the trade by that time. But Dank actually no Uber in hand, so bit of a risky proposition if they do decide to go for it. And here we go, Weed Whacker going to be bombing in, not going to collect any stickies on the med here, but Kryptonite killing Fancy Sun in the meantime as that Uber fades. And Weed Whacker with the play lock and load on a Pablo says, no, you're not, buddy, get out. Kryptonite is behind, however, Paul Dog in front, actually cleaned up by Korean in the back line, so not a whole lot of players to sack out here, but Reagan doing his very best to deny the cap here. Uber popped out. Sin Karma catching Korean. No, actually going to escape here. JT in the crosshairs. However, Paul Dog coming in through the right house. Uber will fade, but it will end with GCI in control of the point. GFH clamoring back to secure positioning here. JT taking out Pablo, but cleaned up just as quick by Paul Dog. And then Raygun onto Paul Dog, and then Shamu onto Fancy Sun. So down 2 for both players. Sin Karma could be caught out, but no. The tables have turned onto Weed Whacker. Raygun now onto Kryptonite here, and it's just looking like a bit of a sloppy fight here. GFH have yet to cap the point back. The time is ticking in favor of GCI, but they got a lot more time to burn.
Yeah, they were already down about, they still have a minute left to burn. I was going to say they have a minute and a half, but it looked away for 2 seconds and 30 had already passed. Oh, Shamu going to get deleted by JT.
I thought the med got killed.
I heard you gasp, and I was like, uh-oh, when I looked over.
No, but it's Sin Karma dying instead. Caught out by Korean.
Korean on one actually living, no shot. He doesn't die somehow. I mean, he grabs the pack literally 1 frame before it. Oh, I've missed something.
No, you were right there for it.
Oh.
Oh man, and as I'm losing it, HAMSTERDAM gonna go down to just 3 alive here, and GCI gonna aggress across the point. Dank has Uber in hand, but so does Divine here, but not where you want to use it if you are Divine, however, and they're just getting bullied back, and Weed Whacker trying to fend them off with the lock, but Pablo will persevere, and GCI in control. 130 seconds left for them to burn, 58 for HAMSTERDAM, but it's looking like a tough prospect here. Weed Whacker now coming up here in GCI with the bit of a forward hold. They're holding it loose. I don't think they're going to hold it too hard here. Korean trying to edge out and see what he can see here. Paul Dog and man, Weed Whacker jumping out with the sticky jumper, getting far behind here. Sin Karma will die. Korean onto Paul Dog. Fancy Sun traded out, so is Korean, and Raygun. Dank will die. He dropped. So that's going to be Divine just left alive here in a fat little sack wave from HAMSTERDAM. We'll see Divine with full Uber, and yeah, I don't really know what happened there, but needless to say, it is indeed beneficial for HAMSTERDAM.
I don't know if you saw it.
No,
but Weed Whacker, he sticky jumped in. He lost his fight against the scout. And he just default taunts. He just default taunts and accepts his fate.
What more can you do, really? Yeah, that's the sign of a true warrior right there.
They're just trading blows over the point here. Nothing too crazy or interesting really going on. It's going to be Raygun pushing over across the point. Going to be taking down Sin Karma. A couple nice meat shots placed on top of him. He's not going to be able to take out Shamu. GCI going to be able to back out here a little bit and reorganize. I mean, they have 10 seconds left on the point or 10 seconds of time ad left on the, or disad left on the point here to try and tick down. I don't know why all my terms are getting mixed up today in my mind. I'm
It's
all
okay.
confused.
It's okay. I just saw a health arrow from Dank, so I got pretty distracted too. Okay, that's the last time I swear. I'm not gonna say it again. Anyway, GCI rather. The mixed up colors are screwing with me. Gonna be popping out their plat, seeing what they got here. Time is ticking away for GFH. Even
No
Uber's
more Uber
there.
ad.
Sin Karma trying his best to put the range on the cap. Oh, Shamu gonna finish off that kill. JT gonna be going down. Pretty big pick actually here. Now getting the
But they
the
don't
edge.
know about Korean until he takes down Kryptonite. He's actually going to take down Pablo as well. Nice little 2K. They're going to get popped over top of the point. They're not getting any cap time off, though. They have a minute. If GFH caps this at any time, if they do manage to recap it, GCI, then they just win immediately. But it doesn't look like GCI is going to be able to get any cap time left on the point. Ball dog going in, but I don't think it matters. Shaking his head no as he gets launched into the air. But GFH knows no mercy, and they take him down anyway, making it 1-0 in GFH favor.
It's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank. I didn't mean nothing by it.
The prank in question.
So yeah, a bit of a reprieve here for GFH. They're up 1 point already on their map of choice. So yeah, we're going to see a third map in our future here. I don't know, but we're going out to the second mid here, trading some really stickies. Neither landing a bit of a ball there. Christmas ornament goes flying here. Took down history quite a bit ago, I see here. Paul Doug laying out some spam onto the plat, but again, nobody really landed any blows here. It's probably the most bloodless mid for Koth I've ever seen.
Finally, some damage coming out onto Korean. He
There we
uses
go.
50 HP from a nice rocket, but it's not going to matter all that much. I wouldn't be surprised if that was inflicted from a jump, to be honest with you.
Probably.
Oh, and Paul Dog going to get deleted. He's forced out of left house, and Karma going to get taken down as well. Shamu finally going to take the kill. He's going to put it on the Weed Whacker, but it doesn't matter. Shamu's going to get taken down by GT as well. That's 3 people dead. 4 people now. Kryptonite going to die for that last-ditch effort salvage play. Not a single iota of damage going to be put onto Divine there, and they're going to be chilling on mid with full Uber. But it is even, so we'll see what GCI plans on doing here. Maybe a little 4-man, maybe a bust. Who knows?
Looks like they're going for a bit
gun.
of a combination of both. Dank is committed here.
Yeah, GCI is committing to this push here. I don't even think they want to use it. They're just going to try and take as much space as they can. Sin Karma going to get deleted by Fancy Sun. Unfortunately, he wasn't spotted quick enough. Kryptonite going to get taken down by JT, but not before Shamu trades him out. The Uber going to get popped by Divine over the point, and that should be Weed Whacker dying. And it's just Raygun and Divine on concrete. Maybe joined by Korean, but he's probably going to get taken down. Oh, my God.
Nope. Ain't
How
joining
unlucky
nothing.
do you have to be to jump into that?
pretty dang unlucky. So yeah, Korean's dead. And here comes the
JT's
four
there
man
as well, but the demo bomb is kind
where
of
did he
fat.
come from?
Wait,
Where
no,
did Fancy
Uber.
Sun come from? He just popped out of their flank as the rest of his team was going in front and just said, "Oh, hey, I'm here now." And yeah, gets the drop on a Dank. Good lord, bit of a happenstance play there. If you're Fancy Sun, but he'll take it. Time ticking away for GCI on the clock over, just now passing GFH. So looking pretty good if they're them, but or if you're them, whatever. Anyway, GFH making their way downtown, walking fast, busting through flank, and they're homebound. That is the midpoint, trying to secure that one back. Just under 2 minutes to go for GCI here. Weed Whacker going to be edging out the point. No, actually going to be setting up sticks for a 4-man, I guess.
Fat bomb coming in for both soldiers on GCI. Sin Karma going to get deleted. He actually blows himself up with stickies. I don't know what happened there. Kryptonite going to get taken down. Pablo going to be deleting a lot of players, but I don't really think it matters all that much. They just don't have any players left. Maybe that was a 4-man or something.
Yeah, it was a 4-man.
I mean,
Absolutely.
felt a little awkward to be a 4-man, but
No, what are you talking
Sin
about?
Karma just eating so much damage in the back.
Nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I don't have to worry about the rockets flying directly at his skull. And
That's why you
hitting
got a
him.
medic.
Yeah, okay. My fault.
Interesting.
They
Uber
are
through
going
main.
in through main. The pop gonna come out from Dank. They flashed so many people that Uber basically already over before it even started, and that's the Uber coming out from Divine on their concrete. Gonna be taking down Dank. A nice bomb from Weed Whacker all the way over to Blue Wood, and this mid is basically another 40 seconds of time for GFH to take off of the clock. Pablo going to take down
Karma.
Fancy Sun all the way back behind. I don't know if they know about Pablo being stuck so far back. Shamu finally going to get taken down. And, man, this is hard to watch. GCI maybe going to get another pick here onto JT. And, yes, they are. Kryptonite going to get taken down by Korean. But, I mean, there's just, this is rough. GFH getting a lot of time ticked off of the cap here. They're going to try and take a drive fight into him, I think, or at least get a decent bit of spam. Sin Karma coming up on the left lane. They don't have anybody inside the left house, though, and Fancy Sun is going to punish them for getting some nice spam, then jumping away instantly. They finally get some players in the left house, but Korean chilling inside of right house. Oh, but not before he gets sent to the Shadow Realm by, oh my god, Kryptonite launching him into the abyss. Raygun and Raygun and Korean, rather, going to be dying. The point here kind of just stagnant, nothing really happening. It finally, switches over to the hands of GCI in the Uber, going to come out from Divine just to kill Kryptonite. But, I mean, is it really worth?
Well,
oh my god, Sin Karma.
He got forced because he got singled out and separated from his demo, retreated back in the house. He was holding on to it as long as he could, but he was quite literally between a rock and a hard place because he had that soldier on them, and then he had, I think, Fancy Sun on the, or no, Kryptonite on the other side chasing him down from wood. So there was really nowhere he could go. He just had to use that thing off and, make the best of it.
It's just so unfortunate. You only get the one pick out of that Uber. They are going to try and take this and work with it, though. They're moving over the point here. The Uber does come out from the side of Dank. He has no target, though. Finally latching onto his outs. And Karma going to be fending for himself on the point. Going to be taking down Weed Whacker. Demo v Demo, doesn't matter. Shamu finally going to get taken down. He does get left alone. He's a little too quick for his beam, and the Uber was already over. They don't have to really worry about the point here. They're just going to chill out and let them come forward, them being GFH, of course, and get that cap time. They're going to try and deny it for as long as they can, but they don't want to get too aggro here. They are sitting on full disad. GFH does deny JT, and they lose Fancy Sun. A nice couple stickies from Sin Karma. Going to delete him from the video game.
And yeah, Sin Karma was actually looking pretty pickable right there in that last little bit, but nobody followed up on it. Now the Uber popped off by Divine, trying to chase that Sin Karma. Oh, it's still peeking him in. That's dangerous, Sin Karma. What are you doing, my man? Oh, my lord. He's just so... He just wants to get in that action.
I don't like the way Sin Karma's playing right now. He's just putting himself in these awful, awful positions that could... Sin Karma, please be careful. There's a soldier in behind. I don't think they know. I mean, they do now. They go back to try and kill him, and he finally gets deleted. The whole family shows up. Uber almost ready for Dank. He's at 95. They cap the point again. Sin Karma denied, but 4 players down from the side of GFH. This might be a round where you just have to give it up. Weed Whacker trying to get as many log pipes and stickies out from the left house as he can. He's going to launch up Kryptonite into the air, but it doesn't matter one single bit. Fancy Sun bombing in, not quite there though, and he's gonna land over the point, I think, not actually get any cap time for it, which kind of sucks, but that is gonna tie up the score 1-1, and that'll take us into the 3rd round of this bagel match.
And yeah, the way that one winded down is a bit of a checkmate situation for GCI. There's nothing really HAMSTERDAM could do after that last push failed, but yeah, they've got another chance here on the 3rd mid here, rolling out here. A lot more damage being traded this time, so either better aiming or worse juking. Either way, Weed Whacker getting the first kill,
maybe?
Woo! My lord. Either way, that's a medic dead. Shamu gobbled up here. Sin Karma trying his best. Kills himself again, but he does take out Korean. Kryptonite on the Weed Whacker, so not all bad. It's a little bit embarrassing, but Paul Dog getting in there and making life miserable. But we'll see Divine still alive, and he's got a little entourage with him. He's got a soldier and scout, so not a bad combo if I do say it myself. But yeah, Divine with that Uber, they will get the first cap, GFH, so looking good on their map pick in this 3rd round.
It is looking good, but I don't think they're going to get that much cap time off of it, at least for now. GCI going to be getting a lot of cap time, I mean. And the Uber is going to come out from the side of Divine sooner or later. One of these times, or one of these fights here, one of these little pokes or prods that GCI sends out is going to get that force off, and I'm hoping to see maybe a bomb or two come out. It is Paul Dog respawning right now. Raygun is dead. A nice pipe from Sin Karma. So we could see a attempt to force come out, but how close they are getting Uber, I think they might just try and hold on to their player. Sin Karma on 100 HP. Please heal this man. Get him an arrow. Pablo gonna go down. Not before Korean is taken out by Kryptonite. Nice little trade there. They do deny Kryptonite and Pablo. Sin Karma going to delete Weeb Whacker. Korean still dead. The Ubers are now even. It's going to be a pop from the side of Dank and a counter pop from Divine here. It's a Sandblast Uber on top of the point. The body blocking goes crazy. And Dank is going to back out all the way to his concrete. They still haven't capped the point yet here. They're still down a minute. Finally going to be able to cap it again. And the right house is looking like an absolute slaughter right now. Korean going to take down Paul Dog, and he's going to get tripped out by Kryptonite. Or actually, that was Fancy Sun there. Korean now dead by Sin Karma. Beautiful pipes.
Sin Karma just came out and pulled a drive-by on Korean. Just popped out of the house. Point blank Bill said, "Hey, what are you doing here?" Blah, blah, and just, yeah, gone from this world. GCI firmly in control of that point. 2 minutes 30 to go. Compared to GFH's 1 minute 59, the imperfectionists that they are. But they are pushing back out across the plat. Basically even Ubers here, getting that cap down. JT going from house to house here. Reagan gonna keep that rage down, but Shamu stopping the cap. Sin Karma with some stickies of his own, gonna carpet it up there. A little bit too far forward, takes some ruckus for his trouble there. Dank as well here. Korean on the left side, threatening it out. Uber across the point, takes out Divine with 96%. Very unfortunate, and Weeb Whacker as well, and the hits keep on coming here. Sin Karma just launching the main here, and now a Scott duo.
Oh, goodness.
Trying their very best, but their best wasn't good enough. Dank living with 80% Uber and counting. So very, very, very successful Uber from GCI.
Man, that's brutal. That's brutal. It just simply put.
Simply put, yeah.
That's just, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. Especially when you said 6 people, all of them in for the, well, maybe not 6, but closer to 4 for that beam. The Uber comes from the side of Dank, going over the top of the point here. Sin Karma gonna die, but they are gonna take down Raygun. Raygun is gonna take down Paul Dog, I believe.
Yep. Yeah,
Kryptonite living with 1 HP, finally getting arrowed. That Uber was kind of scrappy, but I guess it works out for him. And oh my God, the way he almost got away with that. Holy.
Yeah, no, I think Sin Karma just, maybe we should get him counseling after this match. I'm worried about him. I think it says something about his psyche, what he's doing in game.
He can't seem to catch a break.
Has he sold all of his possessions lately? I'm really worried.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to find out one way or the other. He's going to get taken down so much, he's going to get gibbed by Weeb Whacker. Oh my God, Shamu going to get deleted as well. It's just Dank. He's looking at his scout like, why? Why do you go? Why are you there? I cannot arrow, please. It's going to be Paul Dog bombing forward. 2 nice rockets onto the beam, hitting it another. He's gonna take down Divine. Weeb Whacker gonna smack him with the meat, smack him with the ham. He's gonna get taken down. Oh no! Oh, he saves himself. Korean getting out with 12 HP, barely living.
And Weeb Whacker actually doing a bit of the scout job, getting some time, or preventing the cap rather, and gobbled back up by GCI. 40 seconds and counting, separating them from taking their second round on the board. GFH would be in a spot of bother, to put it bluntly. Paul Dog leading his team out. Kryptonite advancing over to the left house. He's going to find 2 players there if he's not careful, though. Hank on full Uber, so they just have to wait for GFH to come onto this point and commit, and they can pop out. Looks like they're trying to go for blank Uber? No, he's just spinning the hills. Okay. But you can see the Kamaxley Uber. Yeah, the Kamaxley Uber, dude. I've seen it. It's powerful. And here we go, finally popping off.
But there's nobody here for them to pick. But it doesn't matter. They're finding 3 picks anyway. 3 seconds left on the clock. GFH has got to go in and try and get some cap time, but they're not going to be able to. And that's 2-1 for GCI here. We're seeing them take the lead now.
And yeah, another quasi checkmate moment there. GCI just better everything to the last second, and not a whole lot HAMSTERDAM could do, especially expecting to hold out for another, 90 seconds. So yeah, tough prospect all around here. Down now on their map pick 2-1. They still got 2 rounds to, or at least 1 round to figure it all out and get things sorted. But heading out to this 4th mid, a bit of a fade bomb from Kryptonite's going to see him out of the pretty early. Pablo taking some pills and some sticky to boot, going to back out here. So early positional advantage for HAMSTERDAM.
Yeah, finally we're starting to see some actual mids here where people are not mids, but some actual fights where people are taking damage and not just throwing rocks in the general direction of the enemy. Raygun gonna get taken up by Pablo, and that's gonna be Fancy Sun trading that out with Shamu going down. That's a scout and a soldier dead for the side of GCI. Crypt Knight going to be dying, but the Uber is going to come out. The Sandblast now going to happen on the concrete. The Uber significantly better for GFH, but that's going to be a lot of the GS. Oh, never mind.
Keep your
I was
metal
going to say
alive.
a lot of the GCI players going to get out there, but Caster's Curse, I guess. It happened before I even said it. It's wrong what we're seeing. Oh my goodness.
Talk about a speed shot. That man was launched, catapulted, and just as quickly catapulted into the next plane of existence. So GFH gonna have some time to set up that forward hold, bleed some time off this clock. So it didn't look all that great. It looked great at first, then it looked bad, then it looked great again. They're able to focus a lot better, I noticed on this map, so setting up that forward hold, seeing what they can do. Coming out through wood now, GCI.
Nothing too crazy going on yet. Paul Dog going to be taken down already, but the health for GFH is looking really bad. Weedwhacker going to get taken down by Sin Karma. Going to finish him off there, and that's Fancy Sun chilling inside of the left house here. Going to get a nice meat shot and back all the way out. The Uber is looking advantageous for Divine here. He's got 15% ad here. He might just be able to walk right across the point here, to be honest with you. That's 20% now converted, and they're going to walk all the way through the left house, and that's Fancy Sun looking like a PowerPoint presentation on my end. I don't know if he's lagging or whatever. And no Uber yet. It's just people bombing forward on the side of GCI, trying to get as many picks as possible. Fancy Sun going to get taken down, and so is JT. JT going to trade out with Kryptonite, though. And Weedwhacker going to take down Paul Dog with some nice lock pipes.
Yeah, he almost got a third there. His soldier buddy Kryptonite distracted long enough and lived long enough with like a sliver of health, and Paul Dog came in and wrecked face there, but for Omen cleaned up in the end. But GCI back on this cap yet again. A minute 45 for GH and counting left on this cap here. Reagan doing a nice job of denying it. Korean getting blasted out here. Could be dangerously low if he's not careful there.
Fancy Sun pulling up through the left house.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's going to back out there, though.
Yeah, that's a bit of
he doesn't want to do anything too crazy.
No.
Sin Karma they take out Sin Karma. They could counter pop here, though, and make it pretty huge if their med decides he wants to go in, but he's playing a little too far back, way too far back for anything like that to happen. So it's going to be GCI with about a minute and a half of cap time disad here. They do have a lot of cap time in general on the point, so they might be able to just walk in and take it back. But the way it's looking right now, it's not looking good.
Well, they waited for their demo, which is a sensible thing. They're up around. They don't have the time advantage, but they do have the round advantage, so that's pretty good. And now they're taking the fight here. Paul Dog and Kryptonite going to catch out Korean, and now could be JT caught by Pablo. Yeah, wasn't careful enough, and now that's easy as you like it. Back from GCI. Weedwhacker trying to get the force out. I assume they're going for the 4-man, but bit of a wasted effort here. But they do have a lot of time off the clock, so not bad, all things considered. But 2.5 minutes and counting allows GCI to get in their forward holds and bleed off the clock themselves here. They've got Uber in hand. JT up on Sniper. You usually don't see off-classing, let alone Sniper on this map. Let's see what they do with it.
I think they immediately switch him back there. Okay. They don't commit. Reagan going to get taken down by Shamu. The pop going to come out from Dank as he sees Divine, or sorry, in reverse order, Divine going to pop as he sees the U's come in from Dank walking in, and they're going to back out there. Nothing too crazy going on, just a little pick. Paul Dog and Shamu going to die over there, but other than that, nothing too eventful going on right about now. GCI still has about a minute and a half to tick down off that clock before they can consider this a round win, or even consider any time ad in general, and GFH going to be taking some time, some cap time on the point as well. Nothing too crazy going on. Again, I know I keep saying it, sound like a broken record, but it is just the truth. Nothing too crazy is happening right now. I mean, they're just trading blows with each other. GFH doing what they should be doing and edging that time on the point away. Fancy Sun trying to get forward a little bit and do a little bit of damage here, but doesn't look like anything eventful going to come out of it. Ubers are going to even out here. Both teams are going to have relatively soon, maybe in the next couple seconds. And ready to say that, yep, it's going to be Dank and Divine with 100% Uber, so we could see an exchange happen over this point. The point is sitting in GCI's hands, and GFH trying to edge a little bit time out as much as they can, make it a little bit more convenient for them to try and take a fight over onto it. And they might actually take it here, which if I were GCI, I'd let them, so you could, those picks you get outside of the Uber, they're going to be super delayed and make it just a little bit easier for you to cap. But I guess we'll see the pop going to come over from Divine. They're going to be pushing Dank all the way back into man, and he's going to finally pop in return. JT on the 4-second respawn, Ray going on the 15-second. They're just bombing forward, taking everybody out. I'm not sure what Fancy Sun was planning there. Bombing out onto the wood, right into enemy loving arms, and gonna get gibbed into a million, billion, quadrillion pieces. Oh my god, Kryptonite is in behind. He's got one nice rocket onto the beam, two nice rockets. He's gonna get a double kill for his effort onto Divine and Weeb Whacker, and it's gonna be a total wipe for GFH there. Oh my god.
Monstrous. And yeah, GCI is doing the impossible. You know, they were at 2 minutes 45 and they managed to get it down to 20 now, and a couple caps in between there, but you know, no more than 13 seconds. So yeah, just excellent clock management and burning from GCI with the frags to boot. And yeah, it's putting Hamsterdam in another odd predicament. Weedwhacker gets killed pushing out here, and it's going to be another, I hate to say it again, too, checkmate situation. I mean, what else can describe it? There's nothing that Amsterdam could really do feasibly here. They do have the heal advantage, but it's just the scout and medic.
They might be able to cap this here, but they do deny all of their players in the process, so there's nothing they can do. It's just Weeb Whacker. He's going to try and go forward. That's going to make it 3-1 for GFH here. Now we're sitting on match point.
GCI.
Or GCI, sorry, GCI. They both start with the G, man, it's hard, it's hard.
Well, they switched team colors as well. It's kind of messy.
Yeah, that's what threw me off at the start. I was like, wait a minute, who's who? I'm fumbling around with my casting essentials commands, trying to like set the team names up and stuff. But yeah, this is match point right now. GCI just has to take home this next round, and they will win this first playoffs game because they did take home Metalworks earlier in this series. So
yeah,
I guess we'll see how 5 years ago. That's going to be Fancy Sun bombing super far in behind. He's going to get taken down by Shamu, but Sin Karma going to be deleted from across map by Raygun. Some nice pistol shots coming into his dome. They're going to be pushing through the right house, actually. The combo pushing through the flank for whatever reason in particular, and Korean just going to be bullying people outside of the right house. The point is going to transition over into the hands of GCI, and they're going to be holding on to it. They do have a little bit of time out of here. The Uber is faked for GCI, but they are going to have it soon. Dank on 30 HP. Ooh. He's going to be in a really rough position here. He's going to have to force at the lightest touch. Sin Karma going to die again. Maybe a feed, maybe not. The pop going to come out from Dank. He has no Uber target initially because his target died. Shamu gets taken down. The stickies are just too strong from Weed Whacker. The Uber's over. They have no kills. They have no space. They just have to give right here. They've got to chill out and try and prep for a 4-man.
Yeah, I think
Kryptonite gonna die as well.
I think when you're that low as medic, I think even a mean glance can make you for us. I know it does for me. But GCI regressing Sin Karma. No, not like that, sweetie. No. I love you, but no.
Sin Karma.
Not the move.
My brother in Christ.
Like I know you're an invite. I know it's really easy for me to say, but no. You
know I have no place commenting on the plays of an invite player, but no. You cannot be doing that.
Come on, brother.
Both soldiers gonna be bombing out to the right side. Sin Karma gonna find that pick onto Raygun. He's sitting on top of the nipple, just getting as much damage as humanly possible. Korean gonna get taken out by Paul Dog. I'm assuming a beautiful rocket by your reaction, but I missed it. Paul Dog gonna get taken down by Fancy Sun. A lot of beautiful rockets, I'm assuming. JT gonna get deleted by Pablo. Oh my god. Weeb Whacker, you poor soul. He gets drive by Kryptonite. I don't even think that was part of his plan. He was just trying to jump. Fancyson gonna get a nice kill onto Pablo, but he is gonna get traded out by Shamu, and the point is gonna go into the hands of GCI once more with a minute of time to tick down. While sitting on full Uber though, JT gonna get taken down by Paul Dog. He might live here. Never mind. He gets gardened by Korean. What a beautiful instance of the spoon. And they're gonna finally push out with that player pick onto Paul Dog. Kryptonite gonna get taken down as well. So Uber finally gonna get popped. Weed Whacker gonna go down, and it's Shamu going deep. He does not care. He does not care who stands in his way. He's gonna shoot them. He's gonna take them down with that hit scan expertise. I don't think they know about the players sitting inside of the left house though. It's Fancy Sun and JT killing deep behind enemy lines here. Infiltration going on. Weeb Whacker on the sticky jumper again, getting into their own way.
Back on that sticky jumper-ish.
He just gets deleted, dude. Kryptonite and Paul Dog gonna get taken down by the wood. And GCI is just gonna chill out for a little bit here. They're not really building out their Uber or anything like that. And with how close it is, I would absolutely be doing it. But that's Fancy's trying to bomb in. Gonna get taken down by Sin Karma. Oh, Dank is on. Oh my god, he's way too weak to be in like this. Gonna back out for the pack, and all their players are healed up again. Still time ad for GCI, and GFH can't really do anything here. They just gotta back out.
I'm feeling like Bill Murray and Groundhog Day. You know, it seems GFH does well. They get the time lead, and then GCI just comes back and holds it down for even longer. And yeah, GFH just can't find a foothold now. Uber popped off here, a bit of a force/4-man, but yeah, Pablo, he's blood in the water, but no, actually going back as Shamu on a Korean, and 3 dead for GFH, and they didn't even go out of wood. Like they just DCI's just in that, yo. They just in there. In deep, JT trying to go in deep on Sin Karma, and again, nobody there really to support him, but nobody really collapsing on him either. Kryptonite in on Dank, or Divine rather. Oh my lord, he grabs the pack and manages to skirt around. What a slippery snake he was in that instance. And yeah, very fortunate to live, and it's going to see 3 GCI players dead for it. Weed Whacker jumping through on top of the nipple with the scouts in tow, collects an arrow. And yeah, easy as you like it. Dank with 50% Uber and Sin Karma on the left here, but again, no real support. Pablo finally coming over, but it's a forward hold for GFH. And finally a chance to bleed some time off this clock here. Dank still at 70 Uber.
We are sitting with, I think, what could be one of the most down to the wire rounds here. Again, match point, GCI just has to take this point away and hold it for another 25 seconds, and they will win the first round of playoffs, taking down HAMSTERDAM. That's going to be Paul Dog taking out Korean, but not before he gets traded out. And GFH is holding on to the point here about as best as they can, given everything. Ubers are even right now, so we might see an exchange happen sometime soon. Weed Whacker is playing in the left lane here. He's trying his absolute best to get as much damage out as humanly possible. GCI doesn't really need to cap the point yet. The Uber is going to come out, and it's going to be an exchange coming from Dank. The Ubers are going to end at about the same time here. Nothing too crazy. It's going to be Ray Gun going down by Shamu. With
oh, nice.
Help from Paul Dog. Sin Karma going to go down. Nice rockets from Korean and Shamu going to get taken down by JP. GCI down 2 players here. You have to fight this, though. We have an opportunity. You need to make sure this point stays in your hands at all costs. Dank gonna get bombed by Fancy Son. He's going deep. He's committing.
Oh my lord. Dank. We're seeing a lot of medic frags. I was too concerned on the mid fight there, but yeah. No matter where you look, you're getting action here, and GFH might walk away with the second round because of it, even with the Dank frag. And yeah, trying to jump out last second, Sin Karma can't get there in time. Just lick the point and cause a touch of overtime. But I really want to talk about that Uber from HAMSTERDAM. That was really nice from, I think it was Raygun who took that Uber. As the Uber was fading, he popped up into the right house and got onto the soldier there. And Weed Whacker did really well to adjust his stickies and catch the soldier that came in to help. And then Korean from the left house putting out damage on top of Sin Karma. Just really nice focus fires and individual fights there coming together to get GFH to the second round.
Weed Whacker might die instantly. Holy close.
It was not meant to be, but yeah, after such a nice fight, that would be a terrible way to lose your momentum if you're GFH. Just instant demo death. And here, bit of a deep bomb from Kryptonite.
Soldier bomb. Oh, Sin Karma going to take down Ray Gun there, blowing him up into a billion different gives. JT going to get taken down, and so is Fancy Son. Paul Dog going to get traded out by JT there, but I don't think it really matters. You're down 3 players. A nice rocket blitz onto the med, and Shamu going to come up for the cleanup. Shamu also going to take down Weed Whacker and Korean. Nice little 3K inside of the house there, just to add on top of his beautiful chef's kiss meat shot onto the beam.
Well, yeah, that'll take the wind out of your sails right there. You know, if not the early demo pick, losing about 4 players in quick succession as you're getting beaten back out of mid there. Yeah. So GCI taking the first cap. I think the first cap in a while there. But yeah, again, still match point. 30 seconds off the clock. GFH trying to bust through any and all doorways they can. Weed Whacker on the Dank, gets the drop, baby, but it will be 4 dead. I mean, a hell of a 4-man. Just 2 shots left. Shamu in deep, trying to see if he can catch us a Divine lacking, but nah, he's planted firmly in spawn. He will wait for the rest of his spawners. Pretty big Uber ad, so yeah, very nice play to get the drop there. JT collecting Shamu, lurked around for too long, messed around and found out. So pretty good opportunity for GFH to take that point back. Minute gone already for GCI, coming out on a plat there as the cap goes down.
This is full Uber ad for GFH here. They just have to chill a little bit, you know, in prep for a 4-man, because I guarantee you that is what GCI is going to do. This is what I do. This is what basically anybody would do. And here it comes. They're onto the concrete. Pablo going to get taken out by Fancy Sun Korean. Going to get taken out by Sin Karma and Weed Whacker as well. Sin Karma finally going to get collected by JT, but that's a bomb from Kryptonite onto the beam. Not going to amount to much, though. Dank going to be building inside of that spawn. Actually, no, he's not. What in the world? Shamu going to take down Fancy Sun with the bleed, though.
Divine took a cross-map arrow from Dank, got down to 41 health, and if he would have peeked just a fraction longer and maybe had a second arrow come his way, that could have been a drop from a medic. Really, really close stuff there, but Divine lives. It's all good. No worries, no sweat. You know, if your heart's probably going a mile a minute, but that's fine. That's fine. GCI getting cap time down.
Combo coming in for the left house, though. I don't think they know. The Uber gets popped on the concrete. Sin Karma almost dies there, but the Uber also comes out from the side of Dank. That's going to be a soldier super caught. Korean going to get out with 80 HP, getting that small back on the concrete. No players dead in either Uber here, so we could be seeing a super even dry fight over this point right now. It's 1:30 in time or 30 seconds in time at 1:30 left on the clock for GCI. And right now they just have to consolidate themselves on top of the point. They don't really need to push any further. JT might be dying at the house. Pablo and Shamu going to be taking him down, and that's almost total control over top of the point for GCI. Kryptonite does die to Weed Whacker, and it is going to even out the players a little bit again. It's going to be Paul Dog doing a little fade, but he's going to get caught for Ray Gun going to be taking him down as well. And now you're down 2 players here. Not a whole lot for you to do besides, you know, just make sure you get as much time as possible. Korean going to be bombing onto Sin Karma. Not quite enough, though. Now you're down a soldier. What are you going to do if you're GFH here? You could get reaggressed almost instantaneously. Pablo going to go down as well. Oh my goodness, there's so many back and forth kills here. Oh my goodness, I can't even keep up with the names anymore.
Well, GFH almost lost both their scouts. They're pretty far overextended, but managed to get away with it, didn't get punished, so they will live. Soldiers are spawned here, and now a bit of an awkward fight here. GCI trying to poke out Pablo through main, Sin Karma as well, and now the rest following through main, so they just took his lead. Sin Karma very low, but collects an arrow here, getting some cap time down. Shamu, Paul Dog from the right house, Kryptonite in the meantime, on to Ray Gun, jumping out, gets denied up the mid, and lands under the sneakers from Weed Whacker, but GCI gets the cap back. 50 seconds separating them from going on to face the winner of Like a G6 and C-Tap to work here. This could be all she wrote if they can hold on to this. Even Ubers for both medics. Kryptonite's still dead. They denied him. Fancy Sun on the right here. And GFH has got to make a move here. They got 90 seconds to burn. And just now, Reagan coming out. Shamu and Sin Karma trying desperately to delay them. The Uber popped out. Ray Gun going across under Sin Karma, forces out the Uber from Dank, connecting with Shamu. Now aggressing back across the point as GFH's Uber fades. Paul Dog in a great position to land a nuke here, missing the rockets, but the rest of the team there to collect it. It's Kryptonite and Shamu. Shamu onto Ray Gun now, and just 3 left alive, including the medic for GFH here as time ticks down. 20 seconds. Fancy Sun dies. Korean coming up into the spawn, but GCI so far ahead here. They're just bullying them back, and now they got plenty of space to work with. 10 seconds left.
I think this one might be all she wrote because, Weed Whacker going to be taking out Pablo. He's taunting, though. You can't taunt there. You only have 3 seconds. GFH finally going to be taking some time off that point there. They might actually cap it here as well. Pablo and Shamu going to be down. And a beautiful rocket placed onto Kryptonite. He's going to get traded out. Dank going to be taken down. Weed Whacker. GCI can now freely cap this point. And they're spending a lot of time taunting forward and not capping. But guys, gals, and other pals, I think this might be the end. But wait. Oh, never mind. Dank gonna get his 3rd kill of this game. And that, ladies and gentlemen, and friends in between, is going to be the first day of Fireside Cup playoffs. GCI gonna take this one home. 5-2 Metalworks and 4-2 Bagel. A little bit close during these first couple rounds, but GCI just showed up during this last one and completely wiped the floor with GFH.
Yeah, and quite a lot of med frags actually in this series too, so I'm happy about that. But less happy probably GFH. You know, they put up a really good fight. You know, they look good projected on paper, but yeah, GCI, like we stated earlier, invite for a reason. And yeah, so they will move on to face the winner of Like a G6 and C-Tap to work, like I said before. But yeah, 2 maps is all they needed to do it. And looking at these logs here, Shamu, oh my lord, 47 frags, 32 assists. And yeah, I mean, That's definitely the highlight there. Both medics dying 9 times is what I see, but actually Dank with 4 kills and 20 deaths, so I love the meme potential right there. Pretty box standard the rest of it, but yeah, big numbers, long matches that we saw tonight. They really went the distance, but in the end, JFH didn't have quite the stamina that GCI had, but still hard fought and well done to see them make it this far. But yeah, they are knocked out. This is single elimination, as we probably didn't mention earlier, but it is single elimination. So yeah, unfortunate for them.
I mean, these guys are dragging out these matches. Let's make that clear.
Oh yeah.
And even still, dragging out these matches, they're able to pull up with 357 DPM for Weeb Whacker, 334 for Sin Karma, Shamu with 348. Let me put it this way: Shamu has the highest amount of kills with 47.
Mm-hmm.
He has 32 assists,
right,
and 20 deaths.
Dude's got a triple double.
I mean, like, brother, calm down.
Yeah, say that for the grand finals, why don't you?
I mean, jeez Louise, man.
But yeah, it is a knockdown, drag out fight. But we still have got the angler game going on. They should be doing that. So let's go on and get the heck out of here. Once again, thanks to Manco.store for helping us sponsor or run this whole tournament here. Give them a look with exclamation Manco Store in the chat. Also check out Fireside subscriptions. Surely do appreciate either of those. You do exclamation subscribe for that one. I've been number one rocker. Joined in the booth by Zach. Antlers on production. Loving it as always. We'll catch you for the rest of the week, but that's going to be it for us right here. Until next time, keep it locked.